Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I thought I'd do a little, sorry this is kind of jumping around, but a little video on my way to do some things today, or at least one. But anyway, one of the things I want to talk about is I've been making videos. I don't know which channels I've been putting them on. I mean, I kind of know which channels, but this one is about something that I have noticed. I've mentioned in those videos that I had noticed it when I was a child. Okay, and as a child, I'm not talking a teenager, I'm talking a child. What I noticed is, like, I'd go to the doctor's office with my mother. Yeah, we're talking a child. I keep saying that. And I would see these women at the doctor's office, like the front desk, and then the nurse, and all these different people. Well, at least I thought back then that was the nurse. All these different people, how they acted, how they behaved. And as a child, I thought, wow, they must be somebody really important, the way they speak and the way they act. Well, you know, as I got older, yeah, and I even worked in, when I was a career student over 20 years, off and on, I would do, besides substitute teaching, even some of them call me visiting teacher, but I would do work in offices, you know, doctors' offices. It was mainly surgeons, ortho, spinal, neuro surgeons, and do like field, you know, interim office management, office manager, billing, surgery scheduling, things like this. And I definitely noticed it then, you know, how, and I've always noticed it as a patient, how the people in these offices act like there's something that, and here's the thing, they're not. I'm not putting anybody down. I don't like the whole thing of somebody put somebody in their place, the place they think that they should be. But no, I'm talking about people acting superior to everybody else. That's the side to look at it from. Okay, they're acting superior when they're not. I don't play the totem pole game. I don't believe it. I know how it would be. I know where I would land on it, because I would be judging from my own, what I think is most important. See? And that's what these are people who are doing. My voice is still doing that weird thing every once in a while, so oh well. But anyway, you know, they judge by what they think is the highest, what makes them the highest. And apparently that is, they can, you know, they work for a doctor. Well, if you're an MA and you went to school 4 to 6 weeks, some go longer, you know, that does not bring you up to the status of a doctor. A doctor has the respect because they earned it. And they should have the confidence and respect that is deserved of their title. What they had to go through, like a specialist. I recently learned it was 12 to 14 years to become a specialist. That deserves respect. Not 2 to 4 weeks. You know, that's a different thing. But what I'm seeing consistently, okay, not every, well, I can't even say not every. Seriously, I said consistently for a reason. But it's that whole thing of elevate, somebody's going to do it. They're going to act superior. Now, I do know, I really do know, that there's a kind of what is the word I am looking for? It's not vernacular, or is it? But it's with the terminology, yes, but jargon, terminology, whatever you want to call it. But there's it. I used to call it Valley Girl speak. A little bit like a Valley Girl speak. But that many women, it's women, I don't know about the men, but the women who work in offices, doctors' offices, surgeons' offices, whatever medical office, that they use this, I don't even want to call it an accent. What would I call it? There's the word somewhere in there. Okay, but yeah, it's the accent's the closest thing. It's prissy. Okay, prissy. That's not the word I was looking for. But prissy is the way to define how they speak. The intonation, all of it is prissy. Okay. Now, I know this, so I'm not judging by that. It's what they actually are saying that I'm judging by. And their body language, their whatever they do physically, not just the body language, but the whole attitude that comes out, not the prissy speak, but the attitude. Okay, so I've got them separate. Anyway, this is something I really, I've been noticing lately. And now the reason why it's on my mind and it's staying on my mind is different. Okay, well, part of the reason is, of course, this year, this is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. This is 2025. And I have been to several appointments or dealing with offices to make appointments. And it can start there with this superior acting attitude. And it's not everybody. It is not everybody, but there will be, chances are, at least one. I've been saying that for eons. At least one. Okay, anyway, that there will be that at least that one that's going to do that I am superior to you thing. Okay. They try to get it done right away. They're gonna find something that they can harp on, if it's like the doctor or somebody, to try to put the balance back to where the doctor or the provider of whatever level is superior. No. If you have to do that, you're not superior. And you're not really superior anyway. I don't play that game. So, it's mute. It's mute. I don't play it. So, plain and simple, you're not superior to me. As I learned in graduate school, between provider and patient is equal discussion. Not one telling the other one. Not the provider telling the patient, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and you're going to mind me. Like that woman actually said last year. Remember her? Oh my gosh. And then this one this year was a man who thought he was going to tell me everything. Well, he got fired. And that's how I see it. I like seeing it that way. I was never like that, but I started to see it. I fired you. Somebody that worked at it said, so you fired them. Not that person, but a few years ago I said, yeah, I guess that's the way to put it. And it is. Fired them. No, you don't speak, you don't tell me what's going to happen. We discuss what's going to go on. And I, as the patient, have the right to refuse treatment. To refuse whatever you say. Like if this guy told me he was going to, at some point, I'm going to change your blood pressure medication. He did not discuss it with me. He told me he's never going to change my medicine because I fired him. You see? And one of the reasons, let me get back to this point, that it's on my mind is they keep calling me. I guess they've never been rejected. Actually, I can see that it's probably just how they said they do their protocols. If somebody got online, canceled the appointment, spoke to them and said no, got online, canceled the next appointment that had been scheduled, and then they call me. I could see that that's their protocol. They call. See, are you sure you don't want to reschedule? Something like that. It's a business. I told him, he says, it's a business. It's business. That's what they're going to do. They want that money. Well, you need to behave. Act like a mature professional. Not somebody throwing a temper tantrum because I said no. And what I had said no, besides the appointment, before that was no. I just took the EKG 2 weeks ago. That didn't go over all that well. It was, well, the doctor said, yeah, you're okay with that. Then he comes storming in. Attitude problem. I just can't believe something's wrong with you. Think about him saying that. I just can't believe that nothing's wrong with you because my EKG come out. The other doctor said, I was surprised. You know, when he took it, he said, I was surprised. Well, the other one, he had a different way of saying it. I'm going to run a more extensive test. Like he wasn't going to do that anyway. You know, it's a business. Anyway, well, they called this morning again. And I'm like, I'm not even answering. I wasn't sure it was their number. I had to check. But I'm like, I'm not playing it. And no means no, period. It's not time for temper tantrum. It's not time to keep calling. And like I said, I could understand that maybe it's just their protocol. They're going to call everybody anyway. But nope, I don't have to answer, you see. And I'm not answering. So, anyway. The other thing that's on my mind is because I've watched a bunch of other YouTubers over the years. You know, I've been on my original channel. August was 10 years when I started making videos. And I've been on YouTube longer than that. But anyway, I've especially the past few years, I've noticed more women that work in medical, whatever level they are, different levels, different types of jobs, and they, different states than mine, in Texas. I mean, different, very different places, and they have that prissy speak, and somewhat of an attitude too, but. Well, that's why one of the reasons it's on my mind. Okay, it's because I see this, and it's interesting to think. Okay, it's not just Texas. I really didn't think it was. I've lived in other states, so no, it's not just Texas. And as it is, it's not just Americans either. I've seen many people from many different countries. So. Okay, where was I? Hopefully I got in here, this parking spot right. But anyway, where was I? But it's on my mind because, all these reasons. I'm going to all these places and I see it. I am so tired of having first-time appointments. I'm serious. Because, you don't know what to expect. And once you get there, it's always the same. Somebody's going to do it. There's at least that one that's in my life. I'm not saying it would be yours, but it's mine. My experience. And sometimes all the rest of them, maybe they feel, hey, I don't have to do it. She's already done it. But overall, most of the people are nice. It's just going to be that just at least that one. It's not always just one, though, but yeah. And that's my experience, like I said. Again. But I'm tired of the first appointments, tired of trying to get to know, whomever it is. I guess he's in that other car. I don't know. I'm kind of far from this time. Maybe I need to move it. Okay, there. I don't know, am I a nice person? I want them to be able to get in their SUV. It's a big SUV. But I also don't want them hitting my car. So. There's always a double motor. I am closer to this one, so. Okay, I gotta have enough room for me to get in and out too. Anyway, this place had said there's free valet parking. I did not see anybody that was doing the valet parking. It's probably why it's free. But okay, I thought that was music coming from this white guy who had to be in his 70s, and he was driving a kind of like a sporty car, and there was a lot of bass, and no, I was wrong. The guy had walked behind me. It wasn't. The other person must have taken his spot, as he left, went in there, and it was deep bass, man. What would you call it? Deep? Okay, well, I gotta go in there and do a few things, and I'll be right back. Not really, I'm like as if you would know. But the walk in there is something at this place here. It's just, especially since I had to park kind of far from it. They definitely need more parking spot. And the weird thing, that free valet has a bunch of spots blocked off. Well, people might need those. And since there's nobody out there working, anyway. But the walk in, it's going to be a bit. And I remember the last time that I walked into that, I've been having these problems with, with the breathing thing, and I really think it's that bed, the bouncy house bed. I've learned more about that bed. But I think that's it. I think that's the reason. It's making it so difficult for me to sleep and breathe normal. Seriously. Anyway, it's going to take me a bit. I'll be back. Okay, I'm out of that, and now to something else. Actually, the something else is to get us something to eat. I figured I'd come over here and go to this one place over here. But hopefully. Anyway, what I'm doing is physical therapy. And do I need it? Oh yes. It's a part of my rare health condition, something that it causes, and I got to have physical therapy to help lessen the damage, I guess you'd say. The physical therapy is easy so far. I mean, I can feel that I got to build up stamina for the different kinds of exercises, but it's okay. The hardest problem is walking from my SUV into the physical therapy room, the place. Seriously, that is the problem. And then back, because by the time I finish, my muscles are, going, no more, no more. But it's not a quick walk. It's a kind of walk, from where they park. So, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. But anyway, today was supposed to be another really cold day, and it's winding up being an okay day. Something is 57 is what my SUV says. I'm trying to find this place. I know where it is. It's right there. Should be. It looks like they've closed it down. Yeah, they must have closed it down. No, so much for that. Okay, so I went to that restaurant and it's been closed down. Alrighty. I don't know why. I wasn't going to get out and try to see what the door said, but it's been gutted. There's no signs, anything. So it just looked like some ad to sell. So Adam still wanted. There's one in the next where I'm going, so I'll try there. He's wanting a burrito and some tacos. Just don't like where this one is located. It's difficult to get in and out of. So, but anyway, the heart wants what the heart wants, I guess. Sounded good to me too. But anyway, hopefully it's not a whole bunch of sodium. That's the reason I usually don't eat out, is because the sodium is just too much. Yeah. Okay, there were some guys back there. I don't know. I guess the field is being cleared or something back there. Not these kinds of guys. Not these kind of men at work. But the other one, it's somebody's field was being cleared or something. And I don't know what they thought that they were going to do. They thought they were going to stop traffic from going, because traffic didn't stop from going. And I guess they realized they weren't going to do it. Whew, something just coming to my SUV. Smells like tree sap. Goodness. Really, it smells like tree sap. Yuck. I this, all the stuff they got going on around here. Whew. And I have chemical allergies. I don't know if I would have allergies to that smell. Or maybe it was what they were working on the road with using. Whew. If I get away from here, maybe I can air my car out. Maybe I do that. Yeah, that made me feel a little nauseous. God. Man. What an odor. Horrible. Now my throat's going to be a little, like, tickling here. Oh my goodness. It's one thing after another, I'm telling you. But yeah, it is. Anyway, I got to figure out where I'm going here. Because this is the part of this suburb, this area. I should say this area. I don't know when the suburbs blend. But it's kind of weird that a person's going right where they want to go, but all of a sudden the roads cross one another. And I don't know if it's not this one. I think it's the next one. And they just suddenly cross one another. And it's like, what the crap, you know? What are you doing to me? Doing that. I think I just could go straight. Go like I usually do past the nature preserve and all that. Instead of getting lost out here. I wouldn't totally be lost. I know the area, but the way they crisscross is unbelievable. Yeah. Anyway. You're going for the ride with me on the drive home. I know I could turn down this next one, but I don't want to do that. Okay. I had to turn it off there. There were some kids, teenagers over there. But, I think this road right here would put me on a much smoother, easier road. But look at that. That's going to have one of those turning. So that's not going to be much smoother, is it? Nope. I'm probably better off just going the way I said, instead of getting behind one of those. No, thank you. Yeah. That's going to take its time. You see? I was wrong. But that would have been a much smoother, much faster road than this one, I should say. Anyway, where I went was physical therapy. The therapy, I was telling Adam, I called him, said it's not the therapy that's so bad, it's the walk to and from the building. And that's for everywhere. But I gotta make another video. I want to make another video about the bed. So I'm going to do that. Talk to you on another video. Bye.